welcome to the third installment of my web interview show, Craftversations, where today we have the esteemed and handsome and wonderful guest, Sean Persaud, whom you may know from A Telltale Vlog, Kissing in the Rain, Talking Marriage with Ryan Bailey, and or I Ship It, and or other things. Yay!
Thanks. I'm really happy to be here on Craftversations Volume 3.
Thanks for being my guest.
You're welcome.
It's really fun to have you here. And today we're going to make a craft. If you want to join us for this craft, you will need to have 2 things of cork that are 12 by 12.
What a great crafting show this is.
This is cork. I painted it last night. If you can see, I did a little prep work. See how it's cork? Okay. I glued the 2 together with rubber cement to make it more sturdy, and I painted it white. And you will need your home state, the outline of your home state. I'm from Arkansas. Where are you from, Sean?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Great. And you will need some pins and some embroidery floss. To get started, you're going to put your outline of your state on your cork and get it where you want it.
All right.
And then you will start pinning around the outline.
You just eyeball this?
Yeah, I just eyeballed it. And I was thinking you're going to pin the whole way around. I was thinking we should, once you have your first pin, go ahead and tie your first bit of string, because once you have a lot of other pins on there, it's going to be difficult to get in there to tie the string on.
Did you say the part about the heart?
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Thanks for knowing my own craft better than me.
You're...
So we're going to pin all the way around, and then we're going to pin a little heart in the area that we're from, which for me is Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville specifically. I stabbed myself with this.
I was wondering when the first hospital visit would be on this show.
Where are you from, Sean?
I'm from Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Right there. See it?
Right there. That's my house right there. You can see it. Well, the camera's probably not good enough.
And then you're going to connect all of the strings to the heart home place, and it's going to be pretty, hopefully. You got to tie it, which is why I'm doing it first, because I feel like once you have all the pins on, it might be kind of difficult. Right. So, Sean.
Yeah.
You're a man of many talents, millions of talents.
Yeah. I mean, crafting's my first love.
You're a part of a group called Shipwrecked that you do with someone who shares your last name. How are you related? Someone just asked me this on Tumblr.
Wait, what? Why didn't they ask me?
I don't know. Somebody asked if you and Sinead were related and how. To be fair, when I very first saw it, I wasn't sure if you guys were married or brother and sister.
Hey, maybe both. It's Massachusetts.
Whoa. Tell me about Shipwrecked and how that got started.
Shipwrecked is a group that I started with my sister, Sinead. Sinead is a very prolific sketch writer, and she's very good. And a few years ago, she was in college, and I was out here, and she wrote a poem called Edgar Allan Poe Buys Girl Scout Cookies. And you may have seen it because we made it. It was very funny.
It is very funny. You're very good at you're both very good in it. But
thank you.
I am a particular fan of how you use your eyeballs in that sketch.
Thanks. I look them.
You look them?
I look them. So can I make a list of like all the stuff to not put in? Sinead wrote that, and the plan was for us to film it back home. We come from Massachusetts, and we live close to Boston and Salem, so we were going to film it on location somewhere. And it never happened, but when Sinead moved out here, she was part of the NBC Page program, and that's where she met Yulene. And they decided to make stuff, and that was the first thing that they wanted to do. Yulene directed it, and Sinead and I were in it. And so we were driving down we filmed that at a house in Newport Beach. And on the way down, Sinead was like, oh, we're going to do these vlogs also. And I said, what is a vlog? And she told me what a vlog was. I got kind of scared because it sounded like a whole lot of work, and Sinead had not written anything for me. Sinead had written all the stuff. Sinead and Yulene wrote the stuff for her, but for me, it was just going to be reciting The Raven. So we did all that, and you saw it probably. If you haven't,
so just to
check it
reiterate, this is a Telltale vlog.
yes, that became a Telltale vlog.
And you did not have a script.
No, I did not. I mean, I had The Raven, which
Is a poem.
is a poem that was
a
written.
poem.
Yes.
I may have watched this series multiple times. I may be a big fan of it.
But it was really fun to do. It was just fun to mess around and.
I'm just reiterating because I want everyone to know, in fact, what a brilliant improviser you are, because one would think that was scripted, but in fact you came up with all of it.
Thank you. That went from a sketch into a little web series, and people watched it, which was really cool, which I'm not used to that happening.
Yeah, I want to ask, how I feel like your Poe has kind of, taken on a life of its own, and a lot of people, relate you to him. How is that? Or did you expect any of that to happen?
Well, we have meetings, me and all the other people who've played Poe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at John Cusack's house.
That's nice. How is his house?
Yeah, it's very modest.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I like that, though. I like that about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's very down to earth. It's cool. He's really funny. I like him. He's a crazy megalomaniac and also cripplingly insecure, and I can relate to both of those things. And yeah, he's kind of goofy, and I like that. It's fun. It's fun to play. So
I like that as well. I think you do a very good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you guys have an upcoming project, where you will be reprising your role once again?
As part of a Telltale vlog, Sinead and I did Draw My Life.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Draw
about
My
that.
Lives.
They're they're so good. You improv'd that as well, didn't you?
Yes. I had the Wikipedia. Well, Zach Wallnow, our cinematographer, drew everything, and then I watched that video and with the Wikipedia page open. But in Sinead's, for her character Lenore, she mentioned a dinner party that Edgar Allan Poe made her throw. So we came up with the idea to actually turn that dinner party into a web series and to make it a murder mystery.
Murder. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
Series, if you all haven't watched it, you should go watch the promo that is up. Wow, I like that technique. Well done. My line isn't the straightest, but that's okay, I guess. Whatever. Someone wanted to know about all of your various mustaches that you've had to wear.
Yeah, well, I think
that's
a
great question.
A good question for you.
Why is that a good question for me?
You've gotten pretty up close and personal.
I did a terrible job gluing these together. In fact, I'm going to go grab the rubber cement and just spot touch it a little bit. I have gotten up close and personal with your mustache. One of them.
Yeah. There have been different ones. The first one we used was just totally ridiculous. It was just like a big comb. And it was
like
brown.
A caterpillar on your face.
Yeah. We dyed my hair black, and so we dyed the mustache black. Yeah.
Your hair's pretty dark as it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we dyed the mustache, but then it just made it really hard. So I had this hard piece of weird plastic on my face. That was probably my favorite mustache because it looked so stupid.
I think it looks good. I'm partial to Sean's mustaches. I don't know why. You look good in them.
Thanks.
But yeah, the second mustache that we did in Kissing in the Rain, guess what? Fake mustaches don't hold up in the wet weather very well. The mustache hairs ended up in my nose every take. So we would pull apart from kissing, and I would just be like, did not feel very romantic.
Kissing on set is really, really hot.
By hot, do you mean sexy, or do you mean temperature hot?
Sexy.
Ooh.
When you're pulling out hairs
And
from
the
your
mustache
nose.
hairs. That was the second one we did, actually. That was the second
it?
episode we did of Kissing in the Rain. Yep. We did the 30s episode and that the first day. And then we did all of the rest of them the day after. And then we went on to do I Ship It Together, which people really seem to enjoy.
Yeah, well, we also did
Oh, yeah, I didn't write
birthday
this.
and
And that. I really enjoyed doing the Poe birthday.
Yeah.
I really enjoy playing Annabelle Lee. I hope I get to do more of Annabelle Lee.
Yeah, I think that's probably in the cards.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That was fun because I don't get to improv very much in general,
Yeah.
and that was mostly improv what we did.
That was fun because we did that at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
after a long day of shooting.
Yeah, we were so tired.
And it turned out better than I think I had any right to.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I kind of had to come up with Annabelle on the spot, which was a little nerve-wracking, but I kind of just decided that she was like all sunshine and rainbows and like literally the opposite of Poe in every way, but he like still thinks she's the most wonderful thing. I think they're so cute.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid choice.
I ship them. I think they're so cute together. I have a soft spot for them, which is unfortunate because Annabelle doesn't.
Or does she?
Ooh.
What's been your favorite thing with me?
Somebody asked us that. What our favorite scene or moment? It's hard for me to pick favorites. I'm not good at it for my projects. I really like I Ship It for a lot of reasons, but I also really like Kissing in the Rain for other reasons.
What are the reasons?
I really enjoyed I Ship It because like it was really different and I got to sing and play guitar and that was really cool and you were freaking so funny. But I really enjoyed Kissing in the Rain because we got to do all those different time periods and it was really interesting to like play a person that you only see like being other people and then in 30-second increments, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like quite a challenge to like make a believable person.
Yeah, you did a very good job of that.
Oh, thank you. So did you. I don't know. I am partial to the Edgar and Annabelle episode of Kissing in the Rain, although I think I'm terrible in it.
You are not terrible.
I think you are quite good.
Again,
that poem is lovely. What is your favorite?
So, we just asked Mary Kate what her favorite thing was that she's been in with me, and she just listed every single thing. Just to catch you up to speed.
I can't choose!
I'm going to start my own crafting video series. And we're going to take it seriously. We're going to be professionals about it. When I get questions like, what's your favorite thing? I'm going to say what the favorite thing is.
What's your favorite thing?
Well, Kissing in the Rain was really good.
Yeah.
I Ship It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write this. That was a good day.
That was a crazy day.
And that Poe and Lenore thing.
You mean Annabelle?
Yeah, Poe and Annabelle.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I guess that wasn't my favorite. Actually, I was going to say that. The
birthday
part,
thing is
yeah.
your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fair. As you know, on Craftversations, we always play a game. I've had a really hard time coming up with a good game for you, Sean.
Yeah. Uh-huh. What if I make the heart, like, into the ocean?
I don't think that will work.
Like, halfway.
How will you do the string, then?
Oh, yeah. Well, how will I do it otherwise?
Hey, don't let me cramp your style.
What style?
Craftversations is about expressing yourself through versations and crafts. Yeah, so I can't think of a good game to do for you.
No?
No. I was thinking about comic book ladies because you like comics, but I don't know a lot about comics. And then if you came back at me with other comic book fellas, I really probably won't have a good answer.
Okay.
I would only have an answer based off of the movies. I enjoy comic book movies.
Okay. Well, we could do movies for you.
We could do comic book movies.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can't. Can I think of enough? Do you have comic book ladies that you're partial to? I feel like my heart looks really stupid.
You have a great heart.
Thank you. Your heart is also nice. I have to pull this one up.
I swore to myself I wasn't gonna cry on this show. This is ridiculous. My heart is over, like, Danvers.
You just have to fudge it a little bit. Mine's not really right over Fayetteville.
Are we doing, like, all comic book movies?
Sure.
I'm gonna give you...
Okay.
Blade.
Wait, I'm supposed to give you first.
And Rorschach.
I don't know these people.
And Watchmen.
No, you have to do ones I know.
And Jamie Foxx's Electro. Go.
I don't know which comic book ladies you like. Pepper Potts. You said you don't know a lot about Black Widow. Mary Jane Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Or... who's your favorite X-Men lady?
I don't know. Like, so Jean Grey is, like, pretty cool, but then she just goes insane. She dies, like, 30 times, and...
Whoa.
Like, she gets cloned, she gets possessed by an intergalactic demon.
Yeah, but if you
like,
were marrying her, wouldn't...
I would not want to marry into that.
That probably
bad
wouldn't...
news.
That's true, I guess.
Like, all of her relatives that, like, come from different timelines, and I feel like I'd be getting in over my head with her.
Okay, so we should...
Also, you can read my thoughts.
Oh, that's true. But you like X-Men. I want to have an X-Men girl in there. Okay. I'm just going to include her.
But, I mean, I don't know anything about Pepper Potts. She seems pretty boring.
Okay, not Pepper Potts. Mary Jane Watson.
No.
But you
Stacy.
love Spider-Man.
I do.
Do you like Gwen Stacy better?
Yeah.
Okay, Gwen Stacy. I take offense only because I have red hair. Although I naturally have blonde hair and Gwen Stacy's blonde, so maybe I should. Who do you like better, Rogue or Jean Grey?
I mean, they both have not been portrayed particularly well, I feel like, in the movies.
We don't have to go just by the movies for you, because you've read the comic books.
I don't know. Well, we'll go with Rogue, I guess, since I already talked about Jean Grey.
Okay, we finally did it. Rogue, Gwen Stacy, and Black Widow.
Oh, yeah.
Hanky Panky, marry or kill.
All right. I'd kill Rogue.
Oh, okay.
For sure, I'd kill Rogue. Like, if it was Jean Grey, I would kill her, and then she'd come back to life somehow, and then I'd have to kill her again. And then it turns out she was just a clone, and the real Jean Grey's still alive, and I'd have to go find her and kill her. So, Rogue, yeah, I'd kill Rogue because she's always miserable, because she can't ever touch anyone.
That's true.
She's so sad.
Poor thing.
So I feel like I'd be doing her a favor.
Oh, okay. Black Widow and Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I'd marry Gwen Stacy.
I had a feeling.
She's a pretty sweet girl. And then I guess I would hanky-panky with Black Widow.
I think most people would answer that.
Seems like she's got some moves.
It does seem like she has some moves. All right, you can do me now. I mean, you know what I mean. With
comic book?
Yeah, but guys that have been in movies that I've seen, please.
Okay.
I have not seen the Wolverine movie. Although I have seen the other X-Men movies, so you can still choose Wolverine.
Okay, thanks. I like that we're just giving each other the people. Okay, I'm going to go with Captain America.
Ooh.
Keep it in your pants, please. Spider-Man.
Which one? Tobey Maguire or Andy Garfield? Please make the correct choice.
And Andy Garfield.
Oh, thank you.
And... she's just going to kill anyone that I say from the X-Men. I have to make it hard. Who does she like?
Who do I like from X-Men? Nicholas Hoult. Although he's Beast. I don't like Beast very much.
What about Fassbender?
Nah.
And Beast. The Kelsey Grammer version.
Well, probably kill that.
Okay, well,
one.
the Nicholas Hoult version.
Oh, I do like Nicholas Hoult. He's handsome. Oh, we got 3 handsome fellas. None of them as handsome as you. Oh, that's tough. Oh, they're all really cute. I have to kill Beast, even though I have a not any sort of crush at all on Nicholas Hoult. Sorry, Beast. You turn into a hairy, scary monster. I would hanky-panky Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Wow. Okay.
He is attractive. And then
Twist.
I would marry Captain America.
You'd marry Captain America.
Steve Rogers. What a guy. He would be a great husband.
He's like
Also, he's
100 years old.
attractive. Yeah, but he's cute. He's not real. I mean, he is,
He's
but
really
not
100 years
really. And he's just such a stand-up guy. And all of his jokes are so endearing.
Spider-Man's jokes are super endearing. I don't know why I'm like getting mad, like going to bat for fake Spider-Man.
You wanted me to marry Spider-Man?
Yeah, come on. Do that for me.
Well, I could go either way, I
Didn't
suppose.
know that you were so into the muscles. That's all.
I'm not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. Okay, I'll marry Spider-Man.
That's all right. You can marry whoever you want.
We did. Oh, I can?
Yeah, it's not 1940.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
it is for Captain America.
We did it. We successfully made it through that game. Should we go to some questions from our lovely viewers now?
Yeah.
Okay, so thus far on Craftversations, we have always sort of talked a little seriously about a big issue, I guess. Not really an issue. Things that we deal with or think about.
Okay.
And Lies, our good friend Lies, asked us, John Calendar, asked us on Twitter sort of how we balance social media, both because we're using it professionally and privately, or how, I don't know, I'm not doing a good job describing this. How much
This
of
craft
our...
is taking a lot out of her.
He asks, is it hard to maintain a public/private line when you're on social media, both as celebs and as, people? Sean, do you feel like a celebrity?
I do not feel like that.
That's crazy. Me either.
I feel very, very far from being a celebrity.
Yeah, me too. In fact.
So that is flattering, but
Yes.
But
Thank
I
you,
can't
John
quite
Calendar.
wrap my head around that question.
He was not the only person that referred to us as celebrities. Sherry also did. You guys, we're not celebrities. Our lives have not really changed in any way whatsoever, except sometimes I'm at the grocery store and people go, you were in that thing.
Sometimes I overdraw my bank account and I say, I should have more money. I'm a celebrity.
But, all that said, we do have more followers than we used to. For sure.
On social media.
On social media, not in general.
In general.
I have people following me around all the day.
Yeah, I have a bunch of people waiting outside the door.
I just said all the day. It's on my brain. I think also we have really lovely people following us for the most part.
Yeah,
I've definitely had some bad eggs that I've had to block. So I feel like we feel like they're our friends, which you are. Like, you all are to some extent, like, in our lives, and that's great. But at the same time, it can be easy to forget that, like, we don't really know each other, and I don't know, the things we put out, we maybe feel, I don't know. It's weird to me to think that there are thousands of people I have never met before who look at my pictures and know about my life and stuff. And so it does make me think twice about the things that I share, more now than I used to. I kind of wish I had been more discerning in the past. But it's also hard because it's like, it's my life, and like, I don't want to hide parts of it,
Yeah.
I want to feel free to like put up the things I want to put up and share the parts of my life that I want.
Yeah.
But knowing where to draw the line is sometimes confusing. I'm not quite sure that I've figured it out yet.
I think you do a good job.
Thanks.
You do a good job of sort of using social media like a person who just wants to use it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guess, I don't want to say self-promotion because that sounds gross, but you know what I mean.
I mean, that is part of it for us, without a doubt. Like, how else am I going to let people know about the projects that I'm in? And of course I want people to watch those things so that I can hopefully, use that to move into other projects and do more work. So yeah, that is what it is to an extent.
I have always had a problem doing that. I don't really like to do it, and
I don't really either.
I feel like I use social media as I feel like I should do it, but I sort of use it as the same way I would have otherwise.
I will say, I was talking to one of my patrons who follows you on social media, and he had no idea you had another show. Talking Marriage with Ryan Bailey.
I post about Talking Marriage on Twitter and what are the other ones?
Tumblr. Instagram. You do post about it.
Yeah.
I think you could post about it more.
I could, but I would feel weird.
Do you want to tell us about Talking Marriage with Ryan Bailey?
Sure. Talking Marriage with Ryan Bailey is the web's number 17 internet talk show about marriage. I don't know what the stat is. It's a fake talk show. It's loosely scripted, semi-improvised. My friend Ryan Bailey, who has been married for 6 consecutive years.
Wow.
He plays sort of a very narcissistic and insecure version of himself.
Well, you all play sort of different versions of yourself, yes?
Yeah. It's so myself and Ryan and our friend Evan Gousted sort of write the show, and we play sort of fictional versions of ourselves. Ryan and I are always in fights, and that is sort of true in life. But yeah, it takes place in his garage, and he seems to think that it's a very popular show, and he doesn't really understand that it's like on YouTube. He thinks that's a TV channel. We have like a celebrity guest every episode, and
you guys have had some great guests.
We have our first episode this coming season. We have Davey Havoc from the band AFI. He was amazing. You
guys are moving into your 3rd season, correct?
Yeah, we finished our 2nd season with a musical episode.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Who else might we expect on your show?
Well, episode 2 this year is Adam Ray, the comedian and also star of The Heat. And he's very, very, very funny.
I'm worried about how this is going to work now. I think this works better when you are from the middle of your state.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be an experiment. Well, everybody go check out Ryan Bailey. Yeah. Talking Marriage with Ryan Bailey, because it's great, and you're great. And you do some writing on it, and you play the sound guy.
I play the sound guy, and I was supposed to just play the sound guy, and we were supposed to have a real sound guy, and he canceled the night before our first episode. So I actually do sound. So you'll notice that the sound is not very good, and that is just cinema verite.
But you
really also... We also did a UCB show.
Oh, yeah.
A live show at Upright Citizens Brigade.
I was a part of that show and did not mean to be.
Yeah, we had audience participation, and Mary Kate was in the audience and happened to be picked.
To get married.
She was married on stage.
To Maddie
Carter-Ropel.
Carter-Ropel?
Yes.
I'm not taking his name.
I like it.
That's a terrible name.
It's a fun name.
No way.
It's fun.
I mean, he's a nice fellow. Sorry, Maddie.
And we'll have another one of those coming up.
It was great. So everybody go check it out.
Thanks.
But I also wanted to mention that you do a lot of writing, which I don't know if people know.
I don't know
if
they know that.
Prefer one over the other, or do you like doing both, writing and acting?
Well, I like doing both. I like writing. I like acting. The good thing about writing is you can just do it whenever. You don't have to wait for funding, wait for auditions, book auditions. You can just go do it.
You can write for yourself so that you can
write for yourself.
Do the roles that you want to do?
Do the roles. Yeah, you know what you're good at, and you can write to your strengths, and you can make something that will be a good showcase for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very, very satisfying. I get a very similar, fulfilling experience finishing a script or something that I do from seeing the final product of something I'm in.
And you are writing Dinner Party, yes?
Yes.
With Sinead.
With Sinead. We split up the episodes, I think. I think Eileen's got a couple episodes.
Oh, yeah. We are back at the YouTube space because tonight, it is 7:30 p.m. right now. Tonight, we are here to record some